important symbol. No, that's the wool. That's the wool. That's the wool. And
Because lambs are fuzzy.
yeah, lambs are woolly. And the lamb is a symbol of Christ. It is also a symbol for us. As God is our good shepherd. And Jesus is, as God, the shepherd who lays down his life for his sheep. That's us too. So it's a very important symbol. This is covered in symbols. There are symbols all throughout this building. And all the symbols are telling a story. I want you to listen. Look, there's all different stories. And these are stories about Jesus that are on all our windows. There's lots of different stories. When you hear a good story, especially the best stories, what we call the good news, what's some good news we're celebrating today? We've already said it.
Easter.
We celebrate the resurrection of Christ. And in the celebration of the resurrection of Christ, what are some fun things that we do? Jamie, sit up, please. Besides sitting up properly, what are some fun things that we do?
Do Easter egg hunts.
We do candy hunts. Candy's fun. I think Jesus would like candy.
Huh.
I think Jesus would like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would he like too much candy?
No. It probably makes it sick.
Jesus was human. He'd know. Too much candy will make you sick.
What I like is the family meal that we have.
The big family meals. And Jesus loved to have big family meals. And didn't we just celebrate a big family meal already this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a big lamb dinner with all the special things, and we celebrated the meal that Jesus shared with his closest disciples. And that's a very special meal. That tells a story. That meal told a story. These windows tell a story. In church, we tell a story. Is that all we do? Is we just tell the story and just leave it there?
No.
What do you do when you've been given good news? What's some good news you'd like to hear? What's some good news you'd like to hear?
Right now, what's the good news that I want
Yes.
to hear? That we can go back to our normal lives.
We can go back to our normal lives because the COVID-19 virus has been dealt with and it's not a problem anymore. That would be some good news. If you got that news, what would you do?
I'd run around.
You'd run around and scream and shout it? What would you do? You'd scream and shout? You'd do that anyway. Exactly. What would you do if you got what would be some really good news? Would you go back to school?
Yeah.
What would you do if you found out you could go back to school? Besides going back to school.
I'll just tell Mom or you if we could go to the school playground and then I
You would want to go to, you don't want to go to school to learn anything. You want the school playground back. I don't blame you. What are some things you do when you get good news? Do you just keep it to yourself?
No. I shout it out.
You shout it out, you what?
I tell other people that.
How do you tell other people? Do you just run around the streets like David said? Would you mail anything? Would you mail cards and letters? That's kind of what we do at Christmas and birthdays,
You
right?
would call them. You could Skype with them.
You could call them, you could Skype with them. Now you're getting into the modern age. All right, here comes the 21st century. What else could you do? You could YouTube them. You could Facebook them. There's all kinds of ways to spread good news. You could buy a TV ad and put it up as a TV ad. Good news, everybody! Jesus is risen. Is that something the church can be doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Find some radio time. Jesus is risen. It's a very short ad. Probably can't cost that much. But we need to get the good news out, don't we?
Yeah.
What's the best news that you've ever been given?
Daddy.
You know, I can think of two pieces, along with all the great things that my Christian faith tells me. Those are candles. We use them in the Good Friday service. Please sit down. Along with the good news that is in all of the Bible, I received some great news in my life. One of them was an answer to a question. Do you know who I asked the question to? To her. And do you know what she said back to me? What was the question?
Are you serious?
Yeah! And I was. That time I was. And then she said yes. And then I kissed her.
Ew!
Do you know what the next bit of good news that I received?
That I'm going to be born?
1, 2, 3, 4 bits of good news.
That was good.
Yes,
That
4
was
bits of good news. That 1, you were going to be born, and 2, that you were born. But the best news I've ever received, and I'm spending my life sharing with everyone, and I hope you find your way to do that too, is that Jesus Christ is risen. He is risen indeed.
That means he rose from the dead.
That's right. And we rejoice because that means through Christ we are invited to eternal life with him in heaven and on the new earth forever. Wow! Big news, happy news, the best news.
And a long news.
Let's pray. You can repeat after me. Thank you, Lord,
Thank you, Lord,
for coming to our lives
for coming to our lives.
and teaching us the truth of your word,
Teaching us the truth of your word.
healing our wounds
Healing our wounds.
and dying for us,
God.
and taking away our sin
Taking away our sin.
and the most powerful forgiveness we can receive.
Powerful forgiveness we can receive.
Lord, help us to share
Lord, help us to share
your good news
Your good news
with all the world.
to all the world.
So in Christ we pray. Amen. God bless you, and may you celebrate the resurrection all day and all the time. Good song. Let's, on his note, let's sing a song.